And welcome back, everyone. Oh, what nerve-wracking night. Pardon me. Last episode, right at the end of the episode, we saw a wolf that was hanging out there someplace, a black wolf. And, I said, I'm going to take care of him first thing in the morning. And then just as I concluded, I hopped up here just to kind of, I added some my dirt blocks up here. I need to create some inventory space. Anyways, I hopped up here and look, that's a gray wolf. We have 2 wolves here. And we're going to have to take care of him. And that's not something I'm really looking forward to right now. Here we go. We're going to throw the spear. Pop him in the butt. And if I'll be able to take care of him all the way, kind of hoping he would get closer to me. Oh, not that close. Yeah, there you go. Come here, buddy. Maybe not. Not wanting to play. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. One of the little tips and tricks I found become very helpful is get them out into water. You hold down the shift key. It's just like in the voxel game. You don't fall off. There he is. So I got some water right there. So, yeah. Oh, back at me. Running away. Okay. Here's. Hoping to get them to follow me out into the water. If you get them to follow you into the water, they move a lot slower. Heal up with the poultice. Try to get this guy taken. Oh, there's still another one over here, so I don't want to get close. Here he comes. Got him. Yep, they do a lot of damage. Well, I don't like finding them this early in the game. Close by to me. There we go. Look at all that good stuff. Okay. Got some bones, fat, medium. Look at that 8. That meat is not very new, but it'll work in a bit. So. All right. So one of the things that we do want to do now, we talked about gathering up our resources. And if we see any more horsetails, definitely want to. You will generate health over time. It is a very slow grind. Of course, eating, getting your health bar up, your help with that. Resting will help with that as well. We'll just have to not attack anybody. Get attacked. There you have it. The lamb. Bighorn sheep are the animals that we using for our animal husbandry meat sheep. I want to get enough here. I need another basket. Base. That. Care of the basket. Move through this area. I see some. Oh. One of the other forage crops you want to watch for, and unfortunately, yes, you'll find them in areas where as well. But that is mushroom. One of these wooded areas, mushrooms can really, really save your hide, especially when we get into cooking, which hopefully we're going to be. Good amount. There's. Okay. You know, really, this isn't. I keep talking about moving into an area. Less wolfy, for lack of a better term. And this is really not that bad. I mean, it would take a lot of work. There's several resources that I have not seen hide nor hair of yet. Blue clay is one of them. I look like there might have been some in there. You can usually see it on the map. So this looks like fire clay right here, and that is blue clay. Probably that area right there is blue clay. Another resource is peat. I'm really not seeing any peat in the area. That's definitely available for it. But one of the things also, large bodies of water is fine, salt, halite, and definitely something that I'm looking for else. Know that wolf, there's a wolf that's over there. Really don't. Stop this. We're talking about flax. There's flax. So we are not going to harvest this yet. Like there's 4 spots. It may not grow. Not ready to plant flax yet. But from this vantage point here, flattening this and turning this area wouldn't be a bad. I'm gonna have to go abroad anyway. A lot of times I'll set up, a primary location. I'll start setting up forward operating locations, FOB. So there'll be areas that usually have a resource node added that is need. That I need large quantities and set up a forward location there's a lot of trees right there. One of the resources you need is pine resin. So if I find an area that has a lot of pine resin area, I'll clear out the rest that don't have pine resin. Leave the trees that do have the pine resin. Then I can travel over in a couple of days, harvesting all the pine over again, hauling it back. So something to think about. Not quite exactly sure yet. I may do a little bit of between episodes. Here, got that hill there. It had to be knocked down, but you got the valley there. Take these two down, fill this in. All right. I don't see a wolf. Black one. All right, so, oh, I know what I was going to do. Trees and I, we're here in the first. Going to gather up. I made another shovel. But specifically, I need to gather more fire clay. I'm going to go back in, take a seat, sit around. Clay forming. I want to get a clay pit done. Not a clay pit, a fire pit done for firing the clay. And we're going to build a charcoal pit because we're getting ready to start making metal working. Noticing as I was looking, we've got enough copper surface that probably our first okay. One thing I want to go back over this area. Someplace we were in an area of real instability. Over here. Notice my gear was so see the gear as it's moving counterclockwise. That indicates an area of temporal instability. You spend too much time feel like this, and you'll start gauging area. You'll start entering into what they call the rust world. The rust world is part of the lore of the game. You'll find it the deeper you go into the ground, faster that. But spending too much time in an area of instability, like have some bad. If you spend much time in there, you'll actually create your own temporal storm. Knowing that we have some temporal instability in this area, pretty good indicator of that. Probably doing set up a permanent settlement here. Yeah, like it's pretty much isolated area right now. As I move out of the area, the gear start turning the other direction. It still turned to the left, stopped, and now it's going. So now it's moving clockwise. This indicates this does not have low temporal. That's a good. Okay. And or by you see my protein level is now at 1500. I had some other food, I would definitely stop eating the protein. Love to have some more. Nothing. But you'll see now I'm at 21.8. And as time goes on, you'll see that's time up. So that's right here, 21.8. The 1241. 8. So this is talking about your nutrition level. Think of this as calories consumed that you're able to burn. And then this health bar. Okay. So I began planting a little bit of some clay down to start some forming of some up off here. Just so what I'm going to do a little trick here. I love this. There's those little things that you can get from certain watch them, and I learned this one from Worstel. He was one of the earlier ones that I watched. I think over one. Anyways, he demonstrated this. When you're working with clay, if you look up in the tooltip, you'll see clay form, and right next to it you see a dark black box that has a white dot in it. That indicates what mode you're in. If on your tooltip for where it shows add clay, remove clay, or select tool mode, if you hit the F key, you'll see this is your tool mode. So this is putting down one voxel at a time. This is a 2x2 voxel. This is a voxel, and this is duplicate. I copy and paste. So Nathan demonstrated you put down here. You put 4 different areas of clay, 4 lumps of clay in this area, and you set this one up for the 1x1, and then you set this one up for the 2x2, and then you set this one up for the 3x3, and guess what's next? Copy and paste. And what this allows you to do then is when you're adding the clay in, you can just rotate between mode without having to stop, select, and then go back. Really speeds things up. So, for example, I'm going to show this is one of them. This is for 4 raw bowls. Well, I got this on the 2x2. So I'm going to hold on the left mouse button, delete clay voxels. I'm going to scroll wheel to the 3x3. Right click, add. Isn't that easy? And same thing, I'm going to leave it on the 3x3. This is watching him do this. Look how easy that is. Now, I don't have the greatest. I have my glasses on, and I'm pushing 50, so takes a little bit for me. Quite clear. Anyways, that's that one done. This is the raw cooking hot. And so now I'm just going to take it down to the 1, and we're going to remove these. That. Go back to the 3. And if you overlap, you're not going to use extra. Don't worry too much about that. You saw the available voxels in. I'm going to go to this copy and paste and just hold on the right click, and it will just go back down to the single. Super fast. Absolutely. I mean, I used to struggle making this stuff. And then watching Nathan do that, I was like, oh. All right. Oh, this one I've got it on the 3x3. Not a big deal. You're only at the voxels. Bought the yep. One. And what this is a storage vessel. So, I've got enough to make another basket. And I probably will. But I'm going to. This has a lot more storage. And remember the stat I showed last episode, I think, talking about storing food? Might have been the. This has a much lower rate for some items, like vegetables. Meat, not so much, but vegetables. Getting in. And again, I'm holding on the Alt key so to move the mouse without my head moving. Hop over to. Back to the. Copy paste. Here we go. So, now becomes the hard part. Now, this is one of the complaints that I do have about the new version of Vintage Story. Don't get mad at me. I'm not saying it's bad. Just saying I just have some problems with it. Just seems to be one of those things that I personally not don't like, and I'll demonstrate why. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to dig a 1x1 hole, and we're going to put this vessel bar down in this hole, and then grass. I remember talking about always have grass. So happens I have else, and I could get it, but moment. All right, and then hold the shift key like if you're making a fire pit, and you're going to fill that thing up. Grab sticks. Hold the shift key, plant sticks. Then we're going to have some wood. So everything you make out of clay, to harden the clay, you're going to have to put it into it. And that's what we are in it that we're. Now, this is my complaint. You can only put 4 items at a time into this. And then it takes 20 hours game for that to be needed. That is a major investment. You look at it, you say, okay, I got to put grass into it. Not a major investment. Okay, that doesn't cost you too. Sticks. Sticks are very valuable. Don't let anybody fool you. You know, you think about sticks, you're like, oh, it's just sticks. Don't be. No, sticks are be reused. Fences, ladders, tools, torches, all of those things. You're going to have the sticks for it. So to invest, and see, I'm already out of sticks. But I mean, let me get this one going. So not having to use those sticks, this, and the firewood, that, I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. I know I have not watched a lot of people playing this game who have complained about it as of yet. But I know, one of the first thing I thought of was you can make tiles. Those roof tiles, you form with clay, and they're really easy. I think you like 6, maybe it's 4. See. Not there anymore. H for a handbook. Type in tiles. Okay, so it looks like they've changed the roof. Maybe it won't be so. Planted blue clay. Yeah. So, yep, you still have to go through and make the clay shingles. And so you're only putting 4 at a time. You used to be able to stack them 64, I think, into a fire, and just feed the fire with peat and let them go. And I would set up, 8, 9 in fire pits, and produce 604 these clay shingle tiles, over a course of maybe 2 days, game days. If we're only able to do 4 at a time, like I said, I haven't tested it yet, but I soon will. But if you have to only do 4 at a time, requiring that many sticks, much wood, many game hours, that seems. I'm interested in testing that. If you know different, if you've done it, and yeah, no big deal. It's balanced, then great. Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I think I'm going to call this episode here. Looks like I'm still hearing the wolf. Have our clay pit going for our clay storage pot. We got to gather up more sticks for that one and that one, grass for that one as well. We'll get those going. We've got rabbit traps that are working really well. I still have some more rabbit meat, and I've got some. I'm gonna cook some food tonight. Don't want to use all this up, but I think with the way the rabbit traps are working right, I think I'll be good to go ahead and use it up. I'm gonna make poultices up right there. Basket. Oh. Let's get. Oh. Play. Seeds. And one more thing I'm going to do for all this episode complete. I'm going to create an oiled hide. We're going to put that in the basket. It will take, I want to say it's 20 hours or more for that to form in a rawhide that we can use. We need several of them, but Once we get that done, we'll do. Let's close here. See, we'll be able to 48 hours. It says we'll be able to turn that into a 4-slot hunter backpack. Taking damage because I'm hungry, so let's. And that's going to do it, folks. Thanks for joining me. This is episode 4. This has been Shino with our Vintage Story 1.15 playthrough. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun spending this time with you. If you are liking the video series, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more content, then subscribe. Click that notifications button, and you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Again, wanting to do starting off 3 episodes a week. May go to 4 episodes, but I have a full-time job. It kind of depends on what I'm able to do, but I'm going to build up a little bug here. So, if you've made a comment on the previous videos, have not responded yet, it's not because I don't care. Love to hear from you. It's just probably haven't even started reviewing the content yet. So, thanks for joining me. We'll talk to everybody next time. Take care. Bye.